Hey everybody, Nick Maxwell here. We're here at the Spring Fling 2023. I'm a member of Team XL Power, and I've got the new Nitro XL Specter V2 with me. So it looks really similar to the electric, if you're familiar with that. The head and the tail assembly are very similar. Well, actually, the head is exactly the same off of the 700 V2 NME, and the tail is exactly the same, except the Nitro does have a new tail case that's a little bit lighter, and that also fits on the electric. On this one, I've got it outfitted so the tail push rod is on the bottom. That's if you're using a smaller receiver battery like this. If you're using like a 5,000 milliamp receiver battery, you can actually put the tail servo in the normal electric spot and run the tail push rod up on top. If that's the case, you could actually swap out basically everything here up from the electric or the Nitro. You'll notice that it looks very similar here. The control geometry, all your settings, your numbers, your pitch ranges, all that stuff will be the same between the electric and Nitro. If you don't have one of the electrics and you prefer Nitro, this also is a good gauge of what the electric is like. You'll notice the main gear is different than the electric. It's a little bit bigger main gear to get the motor up front, but it's very smooth. Almost no drag there. Regarding the fuel tank is easy. It's rubber isolated. The rubber isolations just go around the carbon frame. They're easy to come in and out. So with one screw, you can actually take this fuel tank in and out. So Nitro, you know, it's oily, messy. There's a lot of maintenance that kind of does go on. So it's easy. Easy maintenance was almost a #1 key. Performance and easy maintenance of this helicopter. So then we're going to go ahead and move to the clutch stack. You'll notice that it's a really big clutch. It actually comes with a tool to insert the liner, so that way the clutch gap is absolutely perfect. Can't go wrong with that. And then the entire system, from the clutch stack all the way down to the motor, is a series of tapers that keeps this whole system super straight. So you'll notice even when the motor is just idling, when you put your fingers on the rotor head, you don't feel anything because the whole system's running so smooth. This main shaft that attaches to the engine, YS and OS come in the kit, so it depends. So whichever engine you're running works really well. You'll notice the big thing is rigidity. So you'll see that the clutch is on top, which is a little different, and it has a bearing up on top and it has a bearing block down below. By capturing that clutch, it keeps from any side load happening this direction or any sort of flexing that goes straight down to the engine shaft. If you've ever seen RC pylon racers or guys that are looking for the most speed, when they rebuild an engine, they sit there and they make sure that the crankshaft can just turn super smooth inside of there, because any drag or any side load takes away power from the engine. So the goal here is to make this as rigid as possible, and then basically the engine is just driving the system. It's not actually taking any of the load that may be occurring in flight. So it is a belt drive, and it's the same belt, same upper pulley as the electric. So the flybarless system is mounted right here. You can see that the wires run directly to them. They're even in these, so you can just zip tie straight there. This is a little messy because there is a kind of prototype homemade flight control system with Nick Maxwell Products software in there right now. That will soon be made into the JR flybarless unit. And then up here you've got your battery tray that holds anywhere from a 2,000 to a 5,000 milliamp receiver battery. 2 bolts, half the fan shroud comes off. 2 bolts over here, fan shroud comes off. You actually don't have to take any part of this clutch stack, gear system, anything apart to take the engine off. All you've got to do is take your exhaust off, loosen the 4 bolts, and you'll run an Allen driver down here, remove a set screw, unscrew it, the whole engine comes right out the bottom. You don't even have to take the landing gear or the bottom plate off to do this. So it makes it super easy. It also comes with multiple damper options, and you also have 2 tail rotor tail pitch options with pulls on the tail shaft. So you will notice that the Nitro does have a new canopy. It's got the updated shape back here, so it's easy to put on to the back of the canopy post, and also it comes with these magnetic links. It's super easy to put the helicopter together or put the canopy on, say when it's idling, say you've already started. It also comes pre-drilled with the ones that come with the kit. Are a really nice green and blue, and they're very shiny. So it's a very light canopy. There's new accents here and things that make it look pretty sleek and fast. The biggest innovation and that you're going to see the benefits from when you switch to this helicopter, if you have previous Nitro experience, is how smooth running it is because of this clutch system. And you can even see that yourself when you build the whole system and spin it. You'll see that there's no wobbling, no anything like that. So for sure, definitely check it out. I've got mine outfitted with some new prototype JR servos, as I mentioned, a flight control system that'll be about from NME, JR transmitter, and I've also got a set of new Revo blades. These are a little optimized for Nitro. I think that as all these different companies are coming out with lots of different products for Nitro, it's something that everyone can be successful with. So if it's something you were previously intimidated by, don't jump in, go. Even, you know, with my Max Glow head on there with the dual glow plug head, it's just 6 bolts. So there's nothing to be worried about for those that have only had electric. And of course, the support group is great from XL Power. So if you ever have a problem, you can reach out to any one of the team members and they'll be able to offer really good advice.